Dark Phoenix.
So Dark Phoenix is the newest X-Men movie, but you wouldn't know that going in if you're not a fan of the franchise because it doesn't have X-Men in the title. It's just hidden in like that 1-0. This movie tells a story about the X-Men. It's 1992, and they save these astronauts in outer space, and an accident happens, and now Jean has this power that she can't control. The good things I can say about this movie is that it has a stellar cast. We got Michael Fassbender. I really love him, especially in Glorious Bastards. He steals the scene, that pub scene, my favorite scene. He steals the show. And you got James McAvoy. I'll always know him as the Split guy now. It's just, when I see him, I just think of that movie now. I can't help it. And you got Jennifer Lawrence, famous for taking pictures of her asshole and setting it on the internet. And we got Eleanor from Jigsaw. She's Jean's mom. I couldn't put my finger on it, but after the movie, I looked it up. She's in Jigsaw. I was like, she's that crazy bitch. Now, the CGI is hit and miss. There's a lot of CGI, and that's to be expected, especially in a Marvel cinematic, like, explosive, like, superhero movie. You got, all the lightning bolts and this fucking like solar flare thing that comes out of Jean, whatever the hell that is. It looks bad here and there, but overall it's decent. Except for like that one part in the train where like all the guns come up. It's like, it was so bad. There's a lot of good performances in this movie. I can't take away from that. Overall, I was just mildly entertained. I wasn't that entertained except for like the action pieces. They were just okay. Everybody got their moment to shine. They made everyone seem useful. But then overall, it's like, they're not all as powerful as this woman. Like, she didn't need their help. There's not a lot of good things to say about this movie. Overall, it's just like, whatever. Jennifer Lawrence is like, you should change it to the X-Women because we're more powerful than you weak men. Once again, every movie's trying to, like, throw this, like, strong woman agenda in it. It's brought up a couple more times. Alright, trust me. They make Charles Xavier villain almost. They make him seem like a dick. And since this is a prequel, it obviously is, because I know there's Patrick Stewart as an adult, so I know these characters are going to live. I know which ones are going to live and which ones are going to die. So it just kind of has that prequel curse of predictability. This movie has no story, really. Like, I have no idea, like, what? It's just like action piece, and then Jean just crying the whole fucking movie. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's her character the entire time. She never has any, like, real arc. She's just, like, a normal girl, and then she's just crazy and crying the whole time, and then she's gone. There's not much of a story, and that's the biggest problem. It's like, okay, why is this happening? Okay, we got this revenge thing here, and they're just attacking her here, attacking her there, chasing her. It's just like a cat and mouse game throughout the whole film. Now, I will say this is my first X-Men movie. I haven't seen any X-Men movie before this, so therefore I didn't get the chemistry between these characters. So let me know if that's just this movie sucking, or if there was already chemistry and, like, built up between, like, the laser eye guy and Jean. Like, I didn't see too much chemistry between them in this movie. They kiss once, and then it's like, I don't buy his, like, drive to, like, save her. The little villains we get in this movie, it's just typical, like, shape-shifting shit. We're gonna get that again in this upcoming Men in Black movie, and they're like immune to bullets, and then sometimes they're not. And their whole story is they just want to kill Jean or use her to bring back their home planet. Overall, I was just mildly entertained. There's some good, like, action pieces, but it's mainly that third act where it gets a little bit more intense. But the whole first two acts, we get, like, this little brief backstory with Jean as a kid, what happened, and then there's this predictable, like, twist in her story with what happened with her parents. There's conveniences left and right with, like, okay, now their powers are no good here, or like this collar, how does that collar thing work? Like, oh, I got a collar on, I can no longer use my powers. Makes no sense. If this movie just had a better story and better written characters that I could get behind, and maybe it's my fault for not knowing the other movies, but still, I was just looking at these people, I was like, I don't care about any of you. None of them were fun. There's, like, no comedy in this movie at all. There's not a single joke. I thought these Marvel movies had funny jokes, so there's no funny moments in this movie either, so nothing really saved it. I was just kind of, like, waiting for the next action piece and begging for there to be a better story and for this bitch to stop crying. So overall, I'll just say when it comes to Dark Phoenix, maybe you can just check this one out at Redbox. It's not a terrible made movie. The action was shot pretty good. I enjoyed it. Not John Wick good. But let me know what you thought about this X-Men movie in the comments below. Is it the best X-Men movie? Should I go check out those other ones? Which ones are the best? I hear Logan's the best. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hit this like button to support this video. And you can follow me on social media to stay updated with me in my life, whatever. And you can become a subscriber just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds to see more. And until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.